You're watching a B.A.S.S. presentation.
35 days of the Bassmaster Elite Series are done. One more day to go. The final day of school, so to say, the last day of the 2025 Bassmaster Elite Series season. It's the Pro Guide Batteries Bassmaster Elite here at the Upper Mississippi River in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Boy, this has been a fabulous playing field with plenty of tight dramatics. Look at that leaderboard. Other than the top, everyone is pretty neck and neck. Stetson Blaylock all the way down to Andrew Loberg is less than half a pound right there, middle of our top 10. And we have anglers fighting for opportunity today, opportunity to double qualify for the Classic, opportunity to win in their home state. Anglers also fighting to make the Classic via a victory. That is what we are keeping an eye on today. But like we said, this is a big week. We are solidifying Classic spots, Rookie of the Year, and yesterday, Chris Johnston goes back-to-back winning the 2025 Progressive Angler of the Year. Fourth angler in history to go back-to-back, joining the names like Kevin Van Dam, Roland Martin, Guido Hibden, and now Chris Johnston by just 8 points. Knocks out Trey McKinney on the final day of their season's day 3 of this event. And Such, we talked about it. It was going to be tight. A late day call by Chris Johnston. Heck, he got his limit at 2 o'clock, he said on stage. Late dramatics for him, and boy, Trey did not lay down, starting the day in 50th, moved all the way up to 27th, but it just wasn't enough as Chris Johnston wins.
McKinney had a pretty good run to even it up and be close on Bass Track, and I actually thought he had the weight to do it, but he was 1 pound, 7 ounces short of tying Chris Johnston, who becomes our 13th angler with multiple AOYs.
That was the big story yesterday at the weigh, and the other big story, Caleb Kufall for the 3rd straight day leading this event, trying to go wire to wire in his home state on a fishery that he has spent a ton of time on. But closest pursuer has a perfect record here. Every tournament he's ever fished, Brian Schmidt, has won here at the Mississippi River, followed by Pat Schlopper, Jay Shakirat. So we've got 4. The top 4 have 3 Wisconsin anglers, and not to mention you got Corey Johnson in 5th, Kiyoya Fujita in 6th, KJ Queen, Stetson Blaylock, Cooper Gallant, and Tucker Smith are our top 10.
A couple Canadians in there, Ronnie Moore, 3 Wisconsin guys, and Schmidt, our 2-time winner here. It's a pretty good mix. Kufall has a decent lead, 1 pound, 13 ounces, but you go down to 10th, Tucker Smith, he's 5 pounds back. So he'll have to have a really big day, and some of those guys in the bottom of the top 10 will have to have a really big day to catch Caleb Kufall.
50 pounds, 12 ounces through 3 days of fishing. Not too shabby for the Mississippi River, but we have dropped off each day. 18 to 17 to 14. We will see what bag it takes today, but anyone's game, including this dangerous guy in 5th, Corey Johnston.
Man, I don't know. I feel good, but the wind kind of messed me up yesterday. I think it blew all my mats away, but we're going to go up there, lock through to pool 7, and just go fish and see what we can find. There's great big ones in here, and you know, you just never know out here.
What happened last night? Was there a little bit of a selling?
Not a huge selly last night, but there will be later in the week for sure.
All right, I look forward to hearing. This Wisconsin crowd has been incredible. Like the noise that they make when you guys weigh in is just unbelievable. Have you noticed that, or are you just impervious to things like that?
No, for sure. I think we need to have more tournaments in Wisconsin. There's a lot of other places we could go up here. We need to come up here more often. We have some nice bass fans.
I agree.
Wisconsin, do you agree? There you go. He knows how to play up to the hometown crowd.
Coop, you thought you were out, but we pulled you back in inside the top 10 for the final event of 2025. Your 4th Bassmaster Classic qualification in a row. Seems this dream you had as a kid of being a professional angler is working out pretty darn good.
Yeah, Dave, it's been pretty crazy. It's crazy how fast the last 4 years have gone, and it's crazy to think I'm going into my 4th Classic. It feels like yesterday I was chasing this dream to qualify for my 1st, so happy to end the season off with a bang, finish it off in the top 10, and we're going to need a giant bag today to have a chance. But like Jay says, swimming out there, we're going to throw a frog all day and hopefully get 5 of the right bites.
I think a lot of people will characterize guys like you and Corey as kind of the smallmouth guys when you think of Canadian anglers, but I mean, I know this is like the Kawartha Lake. I mean, this is the Trent 7 waterway you guys are fishing here, which you guys grew up fishing. Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of fisheries back home that look like this for sure. So we feel comfortable out here, and I love throwing a frog. So we're gonna go have some fun today, and just happy to be fishing. I love watching it go down. Thanks. Catch a monster.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've been making the lock down, which one of the only guys that made it even yesterday. There's going to be a lot of barge traffic today, but I have absolutely nothing to lose. If I can get down there and find an area that hasn't been tapped into yet this week, 20 plus pounds is the goal for sure, and I think it's doable. Just got to make the right decisions.
Making that lock, a lot of people have kind of avoided that just because of the risk. Why did you calculate it to do that?
Well, I knew it was a win and you're in thing for me, so typically I have to fish for points, but this week I knew I just needed to get the bites to make the top 10, and I just got a lot more bites down there, and I knew I had nothing to lose, so I started out down there, and I'm gonna live and die.
Would love to see you make it happen here today, Stetson Blaylock. Good luck. And it's hard to believe. I feel like we go to a place several times, but it feels like it showed out even more this time around. And maybe that's because we've got a bunch of Wisconsin anglers in the mix, and one of those already won the Elite Series event in 2025, looking to double down in 2025. We got an attached Slopper fans in the house. Slopper, they want you to do it. How you feel this morning?
I mean, I'm optimistic. I think these guys should be a little scared of what I'm around. If they knew the fish that I'm around, they'd probably be shaking right now. But I got to get them in the boat is the only problem, and it looks like there's a lot more barge traffic today, so that can be an issue down here. So that's scaring me a little bit, but I'm here fishing a place that I truly love, and I'm fishing the way I like to fish, and I've got a lot of support, so I'm ready to go out and try to get it done.
First few times we came here, you know, I think when I first started to get to know you, the reverence people speak of you on this river, the amount of events that you've won, the damage, like you're downright scary if I talk to locals. But how much would an Elite Series win mean to you here?
It would mean a lot to me, but you know, I'm fortunate enough to have fished with and got trained by some of the best guys on this river. You know, mostly different pools, but I've just got a pretty intimate knowledge of what happens down here throughout the year. And if I won, it would be for me and my family, but it would also be for, you know, Matt Larson, Mike Wilmuth, Mike McAvoy, just the people that I've got to fish with down here and learn. So hopefully I can get it done for them, because it'll be pretty awesome.
All right, final question. This has been incredible weigh-in crowds. I kind of joked with you about it at the launch. If you win this title, will you take it to the people? Will you leave the stage and bring the trophy to the people in the crowd?
Absolutely. We will have a major party with that thing in the crowd.
What do you guys think, Wisconsin? He has won them both. The last Elite Series event he won here as well. Brian Schmidt, you can be the spoiler here for Wisconsin, but I think they kind of like you.
I think they adopted me. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not worried about anything but these fish today, man. We're around the right fish. We got to figure out the right adjustment. We have an opportunity. It doesn't come often. Like I said, this whole week, I just wanted to have a respectable tournament after my success here. We did that. Got the classic sewed up, pressure's off. Make the right adjustments, get them in the boat.
This river sets up so well for you. Why?
I think just, you know, growing up with the grass, the Potomac and Upper Bay is full of grass and current, but it's going one way for 6 hours, going the other way with the tide. They always are biting here up north, so that's a cool thing. You just got to find them.
I'll ask you the same question I asked Pat Schlopper. If you win this event, will you bring it to the people? Will you take the trophy to the crowd?
Absolutely, if they'll have me, for sure. But I'm a little nervous.
Dave Mercer and the top 10 just made that real easy for this Facebook Live pre-show, Such. They said it all, and we will watch it all in just a minute. 5 minutes from now on FS1, Tommy Sanders, Larry Nixon, the General, Mr. Megabucks joining us for the final day of school. It's a party here in Little Rock. It's going to be a party there in La Crosse as well. We will see you on FS1 for the final 8 hours of the Bassmaster Elite Series season.
Trey McKinney. Went out in 50th place. Let's get side by side. Chris went into 19th, so your goal is to get higher than 19th place. They were a deadlock tie going into this. Had 27 pounds even as of this morning. 5 fish here today. 14 pounds, 9 ounces. He moves into 27th place. Chris Johnston becomes a 27 pounds even as of this morning. 5 fish here today. Even as of this morning. 5 fish here today. 14